Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. Today we're going to do a yin yoga practice for the entire body. So getting a nice stretch today. Find a little bit of space to move. Let's get started, and just remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let's begin today in a child's pose. So you can come onto your knees, bring them out nice and wide. Lightly bring your big toes together, and then we're just going to rest the upper body in between the knees. So you can reach your arms all the way above your head and rest your forehead on the mat. Taking just a few breaths here. Starting to close the eyes and just feel the breath. And just scanning your body, noticing, are you tight? Are you sore anywhere? Are you holding some tension? And just know that by the end of the practice, it'll probably be all gone. Awesome, you guys. So you can keep your arms resting above the head. If you want to add a side body stretch to your child's pose, we're just going to walk the hands all the way over to the right, so probably off of your mat. How straight can you bring that left arm and reach it nice and far away? And then just dropping the chest and the forehead back down. Feeling the length through the arm, the shoulder, the side of the body. And then using an inhale, let's bring our hands back to the middle if you did come over to the right side. And we'll go all the way over to the left. Really lengthening that right arm this time, stretching, reaching, and lowering the chest and the forehead back down. And with an inhale, slowly start to bring yourself back to the middle of your mat. Push into the palms, send your hips back towards your heels, really lengthening through the spine, and then we can just come all the way up. So I want you guys just to sit down on your right hip. We're going to straighten the bottom leg. So you can send that bottom leg, that right leg, down your mat. And we're going to take the top leg and bend the knee. So might get a nice little twist in this one, but we're trying to lengthen the side of the body here. So you can actually start on your forearm, straighten that bottom leg, and then let this left knee just fall towards the floor. It's kind of like that hips coming forwards a bit. So you can stay on the forearm, or you can come back up onto your hand. Know that the knee might lift a little bit. That's okay. But I kind of just want you to not necessarily collapse into the side of the body, but just allow the side of the body to lengthen. You can take your left hand now and actually bring it behind you. A nice little twist. You can even look to the bottom of your mat or to the back of the room, or maybe close your eyes. But just feeling this all through in the upper body, even into that lower body perhaps. And breathe. Awesome, you guys. So slowly bring that left hand back in front. I want you now to bring the bottom leg that was straight up. So bending that knee. We're still going to be sitting on that right hip. The knee's coming out of that bottom leg, and then the shin is just coming down. Maybe it can be parallel with the mat. Now this top leg, you can keep it bent, stack it right on top of the bottom leg, or you can straighten it. So our legs are basically doing the opposite thing that they were just doing. But instead of staying up, staying lifted, we're going to bring the chest to the mat. So we're going to get a better twist. So knees can be stacking, or one leg, that top leg ideally, can be straight. So now, you need to turn, bring that left shoulder forwards, and try and let the chest fall down towards the mat. So maybe you can only come as far as the forearms. Maybe you can drop all the way down. A little different. We're just going to stay here for a few breaths. Rest the chest if you can, the head, the arms. And let's slowly, with an inhale, start to lift all the way back up. So we're going to try the other side. I'm just going to turn so that I'm still facing you guys. But you're going to roll over so that you're on the left hip this time. So on that left side, you can start on the forearm. Get nice and balanced here. Take your top leg, slide it forward, bend the knee, and then keep the bottom leg straight. So you can stay here. You can climb up onto your hand. Think about lengthening through the side of the body, and maybe taking that twist a little bit further by bringing the right hand behind you. But just let the hips fall to the mat. Let the shoulder, it's allowed to creep up to the ear in this one. And just kind of breathe here. Awesome, you guys. Take your hand that might be behind you back in front. And then we're just going to bend that bottom leg. So staying on the left hip this time. So you can stack the knees. You can have both legs bent, or you can straighten the top leg all the way out down the mat. Starting to turn yourself to face the front, twisting, and then lowering the chest down, or just finding the forearms. But think about twisting that spine, maybe coming all the way down. And when you're ready, Using an inhale, you can start to lift yourself all the way back up. We're just gonna find a nice seated position. I want to give you guys two options. We're gonna come into pigeon or double pigeon. So pigeon, one leg forward, one leg back, heel by the hip, or double pigeon is sitting on down and bringing both of your shins parallel to the top of your mat and trying to stack one foot over top of one knee and one knee over top of one foot. So you might have a knee really high up and you might not like this one. You can do regular pigeon, but you might like it. You might feel a nice stretch to that outer leg. If you can try and drop the knee down towards the foot, you can do that as well. So shins are parallel though. So away from you, not cross-legged, shins are parallel. You can add a forward fold. So if you're in pigeon, one-legged pigeon, fold forward. We're all feeling this in the glutes. In that right leg, well, whichever leg you brought forward or whichever leg you brought on top, you're probably going to feel it in that leg more so than the other leg. But just take a few breaths wherever you are. Just feeling this all through that front leg or that top leg. Relaxing the upper body as best you can. But just breathe. As you become ready, an inhale can start to lift the upper body all the way back up. If you have one leg forwards, you can push yourself up and back and switch sides. If you are sitting in a double pigeon, you're just going to take the top leg and put it on the bottom leg, and then the bottom leg to be the top leg. So foot over top of knee, knee over top of foot. Shins are trying to be parallel to the top of your mat for double pigeon. If you're in single leg pigeon, that heel can be nice and close to your hip. But everybody, sit tall, lift the chest, inhale, and then exhale. Fold forward if you want to fold forward. A few breaths here. Oh. Nice work, you guys. Slowly, let's start to lift all the way back up. Unwind your legs. Give yourself a little hug, or you can push yourself back into child's pose, whatever you need right now, even down dog. We're going to be laying down onto our back next. So you can just start to lay down. So we're going to be keeping the knees bent and the feet planted. So lay all the way down. We're getting into our shoulders here. You're going to take your left hand and just place it under your low back. So palm is going to face down, elbow is out to the side. So tuck your fingers underneath your low back, kind of like half of your hand. It doesn't have to be way under there, just kind of under the half of that back. And then, since that palm is facing down, we're already internally rotating that shoulder. So you might feel this already. That's perfect. You can stay as you are, or if you need more, you're just going to let your knees fall over to the left side, so towards the elbow side. And you can really stack your hips on top of each other, stack your knees on top of each other. Your right shoulder, it's probably going to want to lift up, and that's okay. We're not twisting. We're trying to stretch our shoulder. So you can lift that right shoulder all the way, like you want to lay onto the side, onto your side, like you're sleeping in bed. You're laying on your side, but you've tucked your hand under. So now you're feeling that through the shoulder. You can go one step further in this, you guys, only if you need it. You can cross your legs. And that's just going to weigh those legs down a little bit more and help you turn over to that left side a little bit more, but only if you need it. I like to rest my hand on my shoulder and just give it a little bit of extra love, a little comfort. Awesome, you guys. We're going to come out of this one. I might be stuck. No, I'm just kidding. So uncross your legs, lift the knees back up. Take your left arm out from underneath you. Ooh, do a few shoulder rolls if you need it. Hopefully you really felt that one. I always really feel this one. And then we're going to switch sides so that right hand can come under the back. Elbows out to the side, palm is facing down, staying here or dropping the knees, lifting the left shoulder up perhaps, and then maybe crossing the legs on this side. Just a few breaths wherever you are. So slowly, let's come out of this one. Lift the knees, turn over onto your back. Bring your hand out from under. Ooh, take those few shoulder rolls if you need it. We're going to start to extend our legs out onto the mat. So we're laying down. Forget about those shoulders for a moment. We're going to turn our left ear or left cheek to the mat. And then I want you to think about looking at whatever it is that's straight behind your head or above your head. You can take your right hand, place it on your forehead, and just help pull that head back a little bit. It's like you want the back of your head to come towards your shoulder, and you want to lift the chin, but we're looking to whatever it is that's above our head. Then take your arms and just rest them at your sides. I still want you to drop your chin towards the mat, so you're turning your head and then lifting the chin as well. Getting into the neck here. So hopefully your head is kind of, not hopefully, I don't hope that it's stuck, but I kind of hope that you moved it so much that you use your hands to pick your head up and to just bring the back of your head all the way to the mat again. So we're going to try the other side. If you're new to this one, I haven't done this one much with you guys, if at all. I can't remember. But it's a little bit weird. But trust me, play with it. Find that gentle stretch of the neck. So take the chin, turn it to the right shoulder. Turn that head as much as you can turn it. And then the left hand's going to reach for the forehead and just pull the head back. So again, the chin is still falling to the right. The back of the head is trying to find the shoulder, that left shoulder, and you might be looking at whatever it is that was above you before. But take your arms, rest them at your sides. Keep your head wherever you placed it. A little something through the neck. And then as much as you might think that you're relaxing your body, I'm always like trying to push myself up in this one for some reason. Just relax. Let your shoulders be heavy, your arms be heavy. Your entire body can be heavy. Nice, you guys. So if you need it, if you feel like you need some help, bring your hands to your head. Help turn it back and rest the back of the head onto your mat. Awesome work, you guys. Already in Shavasana, how convenient. Stay here as long as you would like, you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, namaste.